Each Pokemon game introduces massive changes to the franchise, some of which are all-encompassing, changing both the gameplay and the lore in possible new ways, like Mega Evolution or Terrestrialization, or both Legends games in their entirety. Other times, Pokemon introduce features that are smaller. They have less impact on the makeup of the game itself, but they're still usually fun distractions and side quests like Pokemon contests or Mantine Surf. Still, sometimes they introduce features that are so incredibly minor that no one really cares, except for me, who has devoted too much of my brain to assembling an encyclopedia-like knowledge of a game made for children. In Pokemon X and Y, there was one psychic named Inver who lived alone in a little house on Route 18. Once a day, you could battle Inver, and he would use his psychic abilities to swap the type matchups of every Pokemon, so suddenly a flamethrower becomes super effective on a water-type Pokemon. This inverse battle feature always felt like it had some real potential to be a fun side mission or even a battle frontier type facility, but it only appeared in the Gen 6 games. Speaking of Gen 6, there's another super minor feature that only exists in these games as well as the Gen 5 titles. In Laver City in X and Y, Moss Deep in Oras, and Lacunosa Town in both Black and White games, there are NPCs that will ask to see your gym badges. When you show them one, they will actually tell you what Pokemon were on your team when you won that badge. I've always really loved this feature, because while it has no real impact on the game itself, it was always fun to walk down memory lane and then see my team develop over time. And to wrap up with one that's a bit infamous at this point, Old School Cut. As one of the worst HMs in the game, Cut has always been pretty worthless. It's not strong enough, and there usually aren't even enough cut trees in the game to justify having it on a member of your party, like Strength or Surf. However, for the first 3 generations of Pokemon, Cut could also be used outside of battle to mow the grass. In the first 2 gens, it removed a 2x2 square of tall grass directly in front of the player, and in Gen 3, it removes a 3x3 square all around the player. And if your Pokemon had the Hyper Cutter ability, in Gen 3 specifically, you could even remove a 5x5 square. Why did Game Freak decide we needed this feature? I don't know, but it is pretty fun.